What's up, Tripp gang? It's your boy Tripp, and I'm back with another banger, as I promised y'all. You know what I'm saying? The first Q&A, everybody liked it. You know what I'm saying? I answered a lot of y'all burning questions, but I had so many questions that I didn't get a chance to get to because the video would have been too long. So I didn't really want to leave too much out, you know what I'm saying, except for them crazy questions. Y'all know how they be. Y'all know who y'all is who sent them questions. But anyway, I'm gonna get to some more y'all burning questions and see what's up. I'm chilling in bed right now, about to go to dinner in a minute, so let me see. Am I top, bottom, or verse? I would say that I want the option to make love to the person that I'm with. But if I had to be with someone that was strictly a top, I could do that. My very first acting gig, I would have to say the one that I had actual dialogue in was Free Fall season 3. I played a character named Desmond who was in a relationship with Cam. I don't know if you guys seen Free Fall. It was written by Lamont Pierre, directed and produced by the Art House. It's a really dope show. Desmond was a unique character. He was, struggling trying to get custody of his daughter, and he went to a center that helped, which Cam ran. Cam helped him get his daughter. They fell into a relationship and got all heated and crazy, and things didn't turn out well. But to answer your question, my first acting gig was in Freefall season 3. Yes, I would be in a long distance relationship if it was a circumstance where I was with somebody and I was seeing them and they had to go away for work or had to do something that'd be understandable. Or if I met somebody during my travels and we lived in two different parts, I don't want to, say that I would give up on a good person just because we're not in the same place at the same time, because I truly believe that, your soulmate or the person that you're supposed to be with doesn't necessarily have to be in your neighborhood or, in your state. They could be anywhere around the world. So if God puts y'all two together to cross paths and y'all have a connection, I say, yeah, try to make it work. The thing is, how long will y'all be in a long distance relationship? Are y'all working towards, being together eventually? So that would be the goal, to do whatever we doing so we could get together. But I don't mind being in a long distance relationship, long as the ultimate goal is for us to be together. I explained that question in my video that I did the Korean potato chip mukbang. If you want to know why I moved to overseas, check that video, and it explains to you why I moved overseas. I'm 40 years old. I will be turning 41 September 7th, Saturday. In the next 10 years, hopefully, I'm married with, a family, maybe a kid or two, a couple films out, some productions, a book out. I see so much for my future, and the next 10 years is so long away, but those are the goals that I want. Like, ultimately just having the family that I want. My ultimate goal in life is just to be successful and to be in a happy, loving relationship with a family that loves me. Traveling, creating great memories, holidays, spending time with family. Just enjoying life. Those are my ultimate goals. We work hard, now so that in the future we can, have those type of goals. I think all of this stuff, working in film and movies and, all of this stuff is, to put you in a good position to have the beautiful home that you can spend with your family and things like that. And, so that is my ultimate goal, but of course I still want to be producing films, finding new talent, getting stories out there. So yeah, my ultimate goal is just to be successful in love and in life. Um, I don't really have too many phobias. I would say my biggest phobia would probably be like a germaphobe. I carry like hand sanitizer and try to wash my hands a lot. If people sneeze, I don't even want to walk past the air, what I'm saying, that they sneezed in. Even if it's outside, it's like, or I'm very conscious sometimes of, I don't touch like doorknobs. When I'm opening up a restaurant door, most of the time I don't do it with a bare hand. I use my fist to push it. I don't touch like handles in bathrooms, water faucets, none of that kind of stuff. So I think that's my biggest phobia, as far as on a daily basis that I could think of that I constantly do. I don't, in bathrooms, I use the paper towel to open up the door, and things like that. So definitely germaphobe is my biggest phobia. There's two things that makes me smile instantly, even thinking about it. The two things that make me smile instantly is babies and puppies. I love babies. I love puppies. It's just something about them. I could just watch them all day. The innocence, just they love for life, and no judgment. They just love you. You know what I'm saying? And it just make me happy. I don't know who could look at a baby or a puppy and not smile. No, I don't watch anime. I don't even watch cartoons really. And I try to watch some television, but I'm always not really paying attention. So no, I don't watch anime, but I know some people who do, and they really into it. What's my favorite tattoo? My favorite tattoo would probably be um, the first tattoo I ever got, because, well, I got a few favorite tattoos. I'm not going to, but I would have to say the first tattoo I got would be my favorite because it's the most memorable for me. Um, Turning 18, getting my first tattoo, and it's been with me the longest. It's a elephant in the shape of Africa with his ears painted, one flag American and then the other flag is African, so it's like African American. And then I have mom and dad on it, so it's on my right arm. That will probably be my favorite tattoo. I think I prefer raw sex, but we all know that raw sex is not the safest sex. So the best sex is always safe sex. You know, um, you don't have nothing to worry about after it. You ain't, leaving feeling like, what did I do? If you protect yourself, your mind is clear, your conscience is clear after it. So, although we may prefer raw sex, the best sex is safe sex all the time. Probably every day, in some aspect, because it's just out there. Like, whenever you go on your social media or something like that, it's just pretty much there nowadays. It's not like you got to buy a tape and pop it in and, you know, go to some secret store and pick up a movie. It's just really just out there. So I see some form of porn every day. I was very young when I lost my virginity, probably around 9 years old. You know, it's just very young, and I don't recommend no kids, no children's out there to even be thinking about having sex or doing anything sexual with anybody. And if you're that young and somebody tries to have sex with you, you should definitely go and tell an adult, somebody that you trust, because no one at 9 years old should be having sex, period. I'm currently struggling with my sexuality and sexual identity. How did you come out the closet to those closest to you? When I came out, when I came out the closet, so you could say, I don't know why people say come out the closet or whatever, but I guess it's like supposed to be secret and you just, letting everybody know. But I did it because I was in a relationship with somebody that I loved at the time, and I wanted them to feel comfortable, and I wanted them to be a part of my family. So I pretty much did it for love. I didn't want, us to be separated or to keep hiding and running around. So when I did it, I just pretty much just told everybody, I'm in a relationship with someone that I love, and if y'all don't, respect them and let them be around, then I wouldn't be around either. And my family was pretty much, I wouldn't say accepting of it. You know what I'm saying? I think they love me, so that was the biggest thing. They had a lot of questions. Some questions were ignorant questions. Sometimes I had to buck back and, be like, yo, what are you talking about? But at the end of the day, it worked out. In the relationship that I was with for 7 years, they was able to be a part of my family, and that's pretty much all that I wanted. I think a lot of people care, you know, it's more interesting when they don't know the truth. Once they know the truth, it's like, okay, it's out there so people can move on. Now, everybody's family is different, so some people have the biggest fear of telling their family for whatever reason. You might have a very spiritual family, or, people that's just totally against it. But at the end of the day, if someone loves you, and these are the people that are your family that you rely on for true love, unconditional love and support, I think that they should accept you for who you are, no matter what. They don't have to like it. Sometimes they won't even understand it, but just love me, and that's all I'm asking for. So if you're going through that and you feel like you want to, tell your family, just figure out when the time is right. Find someone that you're close to that you feel like you can trust, and, go ahead and talk to them and see what happens. It's your life. At the end of the day, you have to live it for you, just like they living for them. So do what makes you feel good and do what makes you comfortable, in your own timing. Uh, have I dated someone that was living with HIV? I don't know. A lot of people could, you know, have something and not tell you. I definitely think it's up to you to protect yourself, because people probably won't always be 100% upfront, especially in the beginning, about, you know, their, medical records or things like that. I think that it's up to you to protect yourself because you never know what somebody has. So that's the answer to that part of the question. I don't know. No one has ever actually just came out and told me, yo, you know, I'm HIV positive that I was dating. But like I said, you gotta assume everybody or anybody could be. Would I date somebody that's HIV positive? Yes, I would date somebody that's HIV positive. Um, I think it. I think it's just something. I feel like everybody goes through something. Everybody has something that they're dealing with. If it's not that, it could be diabetes or lupus or we all as humans, none of us are perfect. All of us are flawed. And we all dealing with something. Everybody deserves love, and I feel like if taking care of yourself, you on your medication, you going to see the doctor, and you trying to live a healthy lifestyle, that's all that matters. There are things that we could do to protect myself. You have PrEP, you have condoms, you have all types of things that you can do, to protect yourself. So, yeah, like if you were a great person and you had HIV, I wouldn't, you know, hold that against you. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, everybody needs love. The crazy thing is, years ago, I would have said no. I had a friend who changed my whole perspective on it. You know, he was talking to someone who was HIV positive, and I was so against it. I just didn't understand. I said, you're a healthy young man. Why would you put yourself at risk by dating someone who was positive? And, he pretty much shut me down and was like, you know, he's a great person and I like him and it doesn't matter. And, after I thought about it that night, I came back and I had to apologize for him because he was a way bigger person than me. He wasn't as shallow, and he taught me a lesson and I started looking at it differently. So yeah, to answer your question, I would. No, I don't manscape. You know what I'm saying? Only thing I do, I take that back. I do shave the hair under my arms. Um, that's the only part that I shave. So I don't have hair under my arms, but I have hair everywhere else. So, and pretty much I just use regular clippers to cut the hair from under my arms. The reason why I do it, I don't like this whole bushy hair under your arms. It uses too much deodorant. It get all stuck under there and stuff like that. So, I just don't like it. So that's the part that I, shave my underarms. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio, born and raised. You know what I'm saying? St. Clair, down the way, 30th. Um, Raised on 99th and St. Clair. I don't know if y'all familiar with the group Bone Thugs and Harmony. Came up on the same street as them, all up and down St. Clair. So I'm a St. Clair baby, man. 82nd and St. Clair, 147, 99th, all up and down St. Clair. I don't think you've seen all of my roles. If you're asking that type of question, I don't have a problem with playing a bottom or whatever the case may be, but I just think there's so many characters out there that do that or play that feminine role, or the girly gay friend, and the friend that's doing the hair and going shopping with you. I think it's so many other masculine characters that's not being portrayed on television, and that's just what I want to do. Like, you know, we see a representation of all these other bottoms and, feminine boys, but we have to let them know, like, yeah, you got masculine dudes out here too, and that's just it. It's not that I don't play a bottom or I haven't, because I have, you know, if you watch my stuff, then you would know, but it's just important to have different type of representations of, LGBT characters. You know what I'm saying? And I play them well, so why not? You know what I'm saying?